Riley's Garden Adventures, and today the plan is great. I'm going to taste test my one and only white tomato, Great White.
The tomato today is Great White. This heirloom is an indeterminate type with 16-ounce fruits and a maturity of 75 days. Great White is claimed to be a vigorous, high-yielding beefsteak with a taste like a mixture of a pineapple, melon, and guava, complemented with low acidity and smooth texture. In my experience, Great White performed above my expectations. Despite disease pressure and being grown in a small pot, Great White persisted and produced several nice unblemished fruits. I will say that its name is misleading because when it is ripe, it is a yellowy cream color opposed to white.
Okay, now it's time for the taste test. We got the Great White tomato. What a beauty. I have never seen a white tomato before, but to be honest, it's not actually pure white. It's more like a yellowish white cream. But still, that's pretty cool. I've never seen it like this before. I've eaten red tomatoes, orange tomatoes, even black tomatoes, but never ever a white tomato. So let's go pick which one we're gonna eat today. I think we're gonna go with, you know what, just the one I'm holding right here. All right, let's get a good cut and see how it's like. Let me just tell you, this is a pretty big tomato. And wow. Whoa, that interior is pretty. It's really like the interior of a pineapple or something. It's really white, so it's reflecting all the light towards the camera, but you can see closely it's quite a meaty tomato with very, very small chambers and very small seeds. If you look very closely in the beginning, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's like a slight reddish pink tinge to it. It's very, very small, but it looks cool. And now let's see how Great White tastes if it's a great tomato. Whoa. Now that, oh goodness, man. Texture-wise, obviously meaty. It's a very, very meaty tomato. But the meat is smooth on the tongue. And what I like about it is the skin. The skin is so thin. It's not a thick skinned tomato, so you don't really have to chew, and it just goes perfectly in your mouth when you're chewing. But it's not the texture that makes it great. It's actually the flavor. And when I say this is one of the most fruity tomato flavors I've ever had, I'm not kidding. This is not an exaggeration. This tastes just like a fruit. Holy crap. There is no taste of a tomato flavor in this thing. It's pure sweetness combined with a fruity flavor. You can confuse this for a type of candy, like a tropical candy. This is good. It's like the sweetness of a cherry tomato, similar to Sun Gold, a little bit watered down than Sun Gold, but still sweetness like Sun Gold or Super Sweet 100 combined in a tomato of this caliber and size. Amazing tomato. Great White, whew, is good. No tanginess, except a very slight bit at the very end of like an aftertaste, but other than that, it's really sweet, really fruity. I'm gonna give this a 4.65. It's just very amazing tomato. This is the first white tomato I've ever had, and it will not be the last. I think I've just found out one of my favorite colored tomatoes. This is a great one. Grow Great White. Amazing heirloom tomato. You won't regret it. 4.65 out of 5. Stay tuned for more adventures on Riley's Gardening Adventures.